The world is buzzing with AI tools, but instead of making things easier, they've made things overwhelming. There's a better way. Meet Superhuman, the AI productivity suite that gives you superpowers so you can outsmart the work chaos. With Grammarly, Mail, and Coda working together, you get proactive help across your workflow, no matter how you work. Experience AI that meets you right where you are. Unleash your superhuman potential today. Learn more at superhuman.com/podcast. That's superhuman.com/podcast.
Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Welcome to the Black Tax. There's an African proverb that says, "A rich man who does not know himself is still poor." Most of us, not all, maybe some, have a lot of self-doubt when we walk into designing our life, our work life, that is, the entrepreneurial spirit that we each have deep in our souls because of our destiny of wanting to be our own boss, or as a baddie, or whatever the colloquialism is of the day. And overcoming that self-doubt can be very difficult because you have everyone in your ear, from your parents, from your friends, to strangers telling you, oh, it's just not going to work, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. And that's not the way it goes. And when you are Black, especially when you are Black, everyone who isn't Black will tell you everything in the book to deter you from the goals you know you can do. Then there is the feeling that I've done it all, and why me? Why am I deserving of this? So I'm going to talk about those two things separately and how those two things connect and why they should do nothing for you or deter you from what you want to be. I have heard my entire life, I can't. I have heard there's a better way, there's an easier road. Why must you take the road less traveled? Well, I take the road less traveled because intellectually, it broadens my thoughts. It gives me other tools that I pick up along the way, that I am no longer a one-note kind of guy, that I am a master symphony that is as complex as Meditations by Coltrane. But I also know my capabilities, and I know that if I put my mind to it, my shoulder to the wheel, I can come up with something that makes perfect sense. I can come up with a theory, a concept. I can develop the theory into an actual document. I can go from 0 to 1,000 in a blink of an eye. Now, I may do all of that and it doesn't work out. But though it didn't work out, I gained new skills along the way so that I can call on those skills when I need it. Not every deal works out. There are times that I've gotten all the way to the door and the rug was pulled from under me and there was nothing I could do. I think I talked about this last year. When SiriusXM merged, I was one of the 5 companies up for distribution of the 20 channels they were giving away to Black, Brown, Indigenous, and Asian Americans. I was told by one of the high-uppers that I needed to create a consortium with these other 4 companies and then divide the channels amongst us, get an agreement amongst us, and then submit that consortium to them, and then we would move forward. Somehow, some way, the okie doke was in before we even knew the okie doke was in. And instead of doing what they agreed to do, they then went and gave the channels back to SiriusXM and allowed them to give the channels to who they wanted to. That was problematic. We bitched, we moaned, we groaned, we did everything we needed to do. And then we were supposed to have a congressional hearing about it. But the Friday before the congressional hearing, the financial crisis hit. And so our hearing became history. Never to happen. Was I upset? Yeah. Was I disappointed? Absolutely. But I did not have any experience in drafting white papers. I didn't have any experience drafting white papers, dealing with the FCC, how the FCC law was. Yeah, I went to law school, I graduated, I'm a lawyer, I can do all some things, I can research, I can read, but there's a rhythm that I didn't know, and I had to figure it out, and I did, and I was able to get that far. Now, if I can get that far as a novice, how far can I really go if I know the shit? The other side of the coin is the person who I was working with, and she suffered from imposter syndrome. Oh, how do we get here? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. And I said to her, we're here. You don't have to question why. You just have to go with the flow and continue to be you in this space and not worry about why you're here. Know that you're here because of your hard work, not because it was given to you. We go into these spaces and these places and we want to do the thing and we want to be that man. We want to be that chick. We want to be that girl. We want to be that black woman. I'm independent. I'm doing my shit. I'm making my business grow and I'm making this money. There's always that self-doubt in the back of your head that can I continue it? And sometimes that self-doubt comes in because you haven't done the work to make your foundation rock solid. Some people think your friends, your closest friends, are your ride or dies. Some of y'all got friends who want to see you fail so they can say, I told you so. That's including your families. Nobody wants to see you succeed more than they can succeed, and that's a problem. Everybody wants fame and fortune and businesses and the spoils of money. And when you step out to do something different, it irks people because they don't have the courage to step out and do it. If you stepped out and you did it, having this imposter syndrome is insane to me, because why do you have it? Because you stepped out and you decided you were going to do this. And all the doubting Thomases around you who are trying to make you feel bad about stepping out, that's a control trick. That's a mind trick. Because if I can throw you off your game, that means you're not going to pay attention. That means I have influence over your decisions. That means I can control your movement. If I can control your movement, I can destroy your business. Without you knowing, that's what I'm doing. So don't ever give up. Don't ever doubt. Don't ever stop believing in who the fuck you are, because that's what people want. Self-doubt? Yeah, you're going to have it. I have it. There are things I write. There are things I put together. I'm in the middle of doing something right now, and I'm doubting it. Not that I can't do it. I'm doubting it because of the other individuals that are attached to it who are cutting corners and not understanding the problem. But what you're banking on is that I'm the person who's going to solve the problem. So you look like you're the bright star in the sky and you did this on your fucking own. And that's great. If that's my role in this, cool. But you're going to pay me hefty to make you look good. I don't have any self-doubt. And even if I have self-doubt, I never let it be seen. I will have a poker face. I will listen intently. I will, while we're talking on the phone, Google search some shit, come up with some stuff, maybe even type something in and be like, okay, I need an answer for this. Okay, I have the answer. Read it once, read it twice, read it 3 times, read it 4 times, then talk about it in my own tone, in my own language, the way I express myself. Research is important. With research, you don't need to have self-doubt. With research, you don't have to have imposter syndrome. You work to get this. So don't ask, why am I getting this? I was having a conversation with a colleague of mine, a friend of a friend who got a large sum of money and felt guilty about the money and didn't feel he was deserving of it. And no matter how much I tried to explain to him why it was happening, how it was happening, even taking it to a space of spiritualness, he still has doubt that he should be deserving of this large sum of money. And I said to him, is this really what you think? Or is this what everybody else around you is saying? And because you're so used to pleasing everybody around you, you can't see the blessing that this is. He hung the phone up. 3 or 4 days went by. He picked up the phone. He called me back. He says, I apologize. I shouldn't have hung the phone up on you because you only being real with me. And I said, I'm always going to be that way with you. He says, it's difficult. I don't feel like I'm deserving. You are very deserving, because if you weren't deserving, the money would have never come to you. The suffering you dealt with would never have gotten you this money. This is your retribution to the pain and suffering you went through. Be grateful that you have it, that it was a blessing so that you can heal from it. And he sat with that conversation and he still has doubts, but the doubts aren't as strong. They're more like a little bite like a mosquito. They pop up now and then, but he can move forward. You made a choice and decision to step out on your own as an entrepreneur. That's power. You made a decision to walk away from your job because you believe that you could do it. You should have no self-doubt. You should question some things, but no self-doubt that you can't do it, because if you couldn't have done it, you would still be at your corporate job. Now, the imposter side of that. You did it. You're here. You've made the decision. You have course corrected what you want to do. And you have set your plan in motion to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So why are you concerned about why am I getting this? You're getting this because you put it out into the universe and the universe is rewarding you with it. So there should be no reason for you to have the imposter syndrome, because you asked the universe for something, the universe granted it to you, and now you have to work for it. Will there be doubt? Absolutely. But will there be self-doubt in your ability to do it? It should not be. You want this? You got this? Take it. Run with it. Will you make mistakes? Abso-fucking-lutely. But will you see pride and feel pride and joy with your decision? Yes. That will be the energy, that will be the fuel that keeps you going. Remember, having self-doubt about making changes in your business, we all have it. But that doubt is, have I done enough research to make sure what my hypothesis is about this move is true? And if you got all the facts and you've run all the numbers and you've done all of the things necessary to prove it, then all you got to do is test it and throw it out there. If it works, great. Some things may work, some things may not work. But that does not mean you should self-doubt the decision you made. It just means you might need to tweak it here and there so that the decision you made to do it works better the next time you try it. And because you're doing it and it's happening, it's because the blessing of it is that you are doing what you were supposed to do from the beginning, and you set fear to the side, and now you're in your own business. So you shouldn't have to feel like why you're worthy of it, because it was something you were supposed to be doing from the beginning. No matter what the world says, no matter what your friends say, no matter what your parents say, you know what's good for you. Don't let their insecurities, their doubts, their imposter syndrome divert you from the goals you set for yourself. You got this. You are this. Live your wildest dreams. Don't be afraid. Don't let the doubt stop you, and know that you are worthy. Stay woke. We out.